very good trend of tourist visa of the Canada these days. So visit visa of Canada, Canadian government is giving to maximum people, especially young people. Even in normal cases, young people are not allowed to go to countries like Canada, Australia, USA, and United Kingdom. And countries are in a threat that they will not come back and they will start working there. And 22 years old boys, girls are getting a tourist visa, and luckily Canada is blessing tourist visa these days in surplus number. So if you have plan of applying tourist visa to Canada, I think this is one of the best time. I am little a bit thinking why Canada is giving tourist visa more, and other side stopping students to come and reducing the skilled works opportunities, reducing the permanent residency. And it's very easy to understand. Tourist visa holder when go to Canada, it will consume money. It will go to tourist places. It will live there, and he will pay money in the hotel rent. And also, this man is not planning to live permanently in Canada. And according to tourist visa requirements, after visiting the country, you have to go back to your home country. So therefore, overall situation is that all countries are watching upon their financial status. Tourism industry and the education industry is one of the they are one of the best industries for developed countries. But I am not aware why Canada is not inviting much students, and Australia also, because students pay huge fee. But one thing is understandable, they think that although students are paying 5 times more fee than normal Canadian or Australian citizen, but when they will stay in Canada or Australia, they will try to get work permit, and then they will try to get the permanent residency. And if they will not be suitable person, if they will not be professional person, if they will not be skilled person, they would be burden on our country, and they will use those resources throughout their life and with their children, with their families. They will also join them when they will get PR. Currently, students are not allowed to bring spouse. That is also the main reason they don't want students to get PR. And in contrast, the tourist visa holders, they are cream for Canada, Australia, because when they will go there, they will go to many places, they will consume money, because tourists consume money in watching different places, use houses, and do dining in the different restaurants. And their budget of expansion is definitely increasing the GDP ratio and economic growth of the country, any country. So that's why they are not going to stop the tourist visa. But one remarkable thing is that they are so believing in young individuals that they will follow rules and regulation of Canada. But current status in airports, some interviews are being taken. Never mean when you will get the visa. There is some another check and balance in the Canadian airport where immigration officer asked a lot of questions in which you have to convince. Remember, Canadian visa is related with your passport expiry. If your passport is expiring for 10 years, your Canadian visit visa will be of 10 years. But one problem is there. When you join Canada and when you will be interviewed by the immigration officer in Canadian airport, it happened in the last days. One person, 2% reached, and 2% were trapped by immigration officer, and they told, you people are not guiding us properly. Therefore, you are not genuine visitor. But they little bit compensated and told them, you can stay in Canada for 4 to 5 days only, and then go back to your home country. Of course, they were allowed only 5 days, and these two individuals stayed 5 days. And they also was being informed that when you come back from Canada, and you will go to same immigration counter, and you will inform that we are going back. One individual took it very serious, and when he was departing Canada, he went to immigration counter and told that this was the story when I arrived. Now I am going back. Please note down my name. and he went to home country. Next time when he visited Canada, he had no any trouble in reaching Canada, and he was able to live more days, and there was a restrictions finished in that individual. But that one other individual who was little bit relaxed, he thought no problem, I will come back, my visa is for 10 years. Even in this trip, the immigration officer told me to live for 5 days, but when I will come next time, I will stay more days. Although he followed rules and he followed the instruction of immigration officer, and he went back to home country after 5 days. But what mistake he has done? He did not go to immigration counter. He did not tell, because immigration officer clearly told that you have to tell us when you will leave Canada. Unfortunately, he did not tell. When next time from his own country he booked the Canadian flight, the travel agent told that your visa is being cancelled. Now you are not tourist visa holder of the Canada. Of course, these tourist visas in these days in surplus number, Canadian embassies are issuing, especially to Asian people, especially Indian people, who are really suffering in student visas, because Canadian students are main sufferers in the students. Because if you see, the students are not going to much being refused in Australia and being refused in the Canada as well, especially attestation letter, banning of spouse. And Australian universities now clearly telling that we will not give admissions after 22 years, which is little less age, because some people work in different companies and they have job experience, and then they try to get the higher education. And tourist visa of Canada is making a very good rating these days, and a lot of people from all over the world, especially Asian people, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, they are applying for the tourist visa. But I have one threat: if these people will not come back and will try to stay in Canada, that's why there are two check balances now. I think there are two embassies. One embassy is giving you visa from your home country, and one embassy is conducting your interview at airport. That immigration officer is more tight. So if you are very happy that you got Canadian visa, be careful during airport, at Candy airport or in Canadian international any airport. When you will reach, you will be asked to require you to any questions. Many questions mean that you must have hotel booking with you, you must have dollars or ATM card, you must have plan of trip, you must have plan of reverse trip. When you will go back, you have to justify immigration officer. Keep watching World Immigration News by Irfan.